Thank you very much for tuning in to Sing 24 TV, the Catch 24 show with Jacob Amos. So, why are men so skeptical of dating single mothers? That is our question or topic of discussion today. Before we get into it, kindly subscribe and click that notification bell so that you get notified anytime we post. So imagine a scenario where you meet a lady for the first time. You talk to her, the feeling is mutual, and you start dating. Way into the relationship, say a month, she tells you then that, you know what, babe, I have a kid. You find that a good number of men at this particular point starts to withdraw slowly by slowly. The feeling that they had before starts diminishing slowly by slowly. So why does this happen? That men tend to really shy away from dating single mothers. There's this thing with society where society has really judged these men so harshly whenever they get to a point where they are withdrawing their love or their participation in this relationship, where we are told that when you are judged for not being man enough when you make certain moves. So let's look at men. Why do they get to this point where they want or they start withdrawing from the relationship, whether knowingly or unknowingly, but it happens either way? You see, dealing with single mothers is not easy under certain dynamics. Where there's a baby daddy who is actively, very much active into the kid's life, men find it very difficult, and that is men who are dating the so-called baby mamas. You organize for a vacation, you want to go and spend time with your girlfriend and the kid, say to Mombasa. You must or the mother must seek consent from the baby daddy, and sometimes the man end up refusing. If he refuses, you see, now you cannot, or the lady has to really look for someone to take care of the kid, or sometimes now you have to cancel the trip altogether because there's no one to look for after the kid, and it's just messed up now. You can't get to spend the time that you really wanted to with your lady. There's not that flexibility when it comes to baby daddies. Sometimes you have your own time with your lady, and then a call, she gets called by the baby daddy in the appropriately, not so appropriate times in the night, say 10 onwards. You already knew that she was done with anything to do with the baby daddy and the kid issues, and then all of a sudden there's that call. That man is calling at the middle of the night and then wants to talk on phone for more than 10, 20, or even 30 minutes, and you are there. How do you feel as a man who is there and is sleeping there? Number one, you can't even sleep now. It's so excruciating. It's just in bad taste. So this is one of the reasons why men tend to really keep away from dating these women, and there's that baggage that comes with children. If you are staying with the baby mama and her kid, for example, you realize that you have to spend extra money on this relationship. You find that you cannot discipline the kid as you would discipline your own kid. You see, men, when we want to impress our girlfriends, we can really go extents where we really want to prove to this lady that we love the kid. Now we'll support her with school fee, we'll support her with the clothing, we'll support her with the shopping. We just want her to feel that we love the lady. And sometimes you try, but it's never hard enough. No matter how much you try, it's never hard enough. Especially when it comes to now disciplining this kid. That is where the contention, the bone of contention come in. when you shout, you scream, not necessarily shout, but there is that voice, that stern face that as a man or as a parent, even ladies, there's that stern face that you give your kid whenever they are doing something wrong. But you find that a man who is dating this lady doesn't have that leeway. He's really very cautious. He walks around this kid with glove hands. He can't really give the kid that eyes that sometimes our parents used to give us, where you know that you're doing something wrong and you just stop it. You can't cane the kid. In fact, caning now is out of the question, because if you cannot even raise a voice at the kid, you cannot imagine carrying the kind of discipline where you cane the kid in that kind of relationship or in that kind of setup. That card keeps cropping up whenever you're arguing with the lady. That card keeps cropping up. She'll tell you, no, you don't love my kid. Oh, no, you are doing this because of that. As in, you are so restrained in this relationship. It's suffocating. So, ladies and gentlemen,